Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone's Sunday is off to a great start. So bear with me. We're still having some technical difficulties, but we're going to make it work. My tripod is also being very temperamental this morning, so I'm trying to operate very slowly. So I'm going to get the music going while we get ready for today. We're going to do a little bit longer reading today. We're going to do the 7-card spread, but I am going to try and move quickly. But unfortunately, I'm still having some tech issues, which is why we weren't here yesterday. So I won't have the words on the screen that show which card is for which. But if all goes according to plan, we'll be squared away for tomorrow. And I'm learning, I've got some new software to add some new graphics in. So hopefully while we're live, and that's the big part, trying to incorporate all this stuff while we're live. It's one thing to do it pre-recorded. It's something else to do it live. So that way we can have some cool transitions, make sure that the music is better incorporated than when I'm doing it this way. So bear with me, but we'll get it together. So I hope everyone's off to a great day. What kind of music are we in the mood for? What kind of music are we in the mood for? Here we go. It's Sunday. Let's do something like this. Here we go. And it's Facebook friendly. So we're going to dive in today, and really right now what I want to start by doing, and heads up, as always, my dog is a wild card. He just walked in here. He's been growling at like every dog that walks by. You'd think after 2 years he would learn the word neighbor. Like we always try that out of the kitchen. We always try that with him, like neighbor, settle down. He doesn't care. He's like, you're walking past my door. You need to go. All right, let's turn it on my phone. Listen on this phone. Thank you very much. And hopefully, as usual, my neighbors are up. All right, y'all. So guess what I found? A new stick of sage. This lighter's kind of crappy. I grabbed another one. So really, just want you to start clearing your mind, getting ready for today's reading. I'm really glad y'all have been joining me. Thank you so much. One thing that I really want to be clear on is I understand that these readings aren't for everybody. This is in no way, shape, or form to replace God, to replace, any religious structure. Again, I don't use these cards as an end-all, be-all, but rather more so as a way to kind of get guidance and direction. Sometimes we're being led in our lives, or we're praying like, God, show me the way. And you're like, there's got to be, help me to understand. So a lot of times I use these cards as really just a divination tool, as a way to help understand, God, where are you leading me? And this is God, however you perceive God. Okay. So I just want to I've gotten a couple of messages over the last week and this weekend. So I just really want to be aware that this is very personal to you. If it doesn't fall in line with your spirituality, don't do it. By all means, stay true to you. If you just don't understand and you have questions, send me a message, and I can better help to explain what we're doing and why. This is still very much so a fitness and nutrition group. Right now, consider this a transition phase. One of the things I am actually working on, and I've been thinking about, I want to start doing some live workouts as well. Maybe like in the evening, first thing in the morning, maybe like a 5 or 6 a.m. In the evening time, and definitely on the weekends. Now, I can't guarantee that all of those things are going to happen in 1 week, but I definitely want to start doing that because I want to make sure, again, the biggest thing is incorporating mind, body, and spirit. You can have an excellent body, but if your spiritual life or your mental health is not in check, things aren't going to go according to plan. And it's just also easier to your health-wise, when your mind, body, and spirit are in alignment. So in the upcoming weeks, we're going to spend more time talking about what exactly that means. And as I grow more and more in myself, You know, guys, when we first started this group, I was all about you got to eat a certain way, you got to exercise a certain way. At the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you and what fits your life and your lifestyle. Because the thing that I learned about me is if it doesn't fit my lifestyle, if it doesn't fit who I am, I'm not going to stick to it. You know, I spent 2 years on a team, great team, love that team. But at the end of the day, it was contrary to who I am. So I had to move in a different direction. Okay, sorry, I thought the music stopped. So really that's what I want to do with that. So again, if you have questions, hit me up personally, or even in the group. Hey, Sharita, I'm watching this video. Leave a comment. What the heck does this mean? Why are you doing this? I don't understand. So good morning, Christy. So really, guys, I just want to finish clearing the space. No, we did not have a video yesterday. 2 reasons in particular. Number 1, I was still having tech issues from Friday. And number 2, just, how do I word this? I didn't feel like it. And it wasn't so much so that I just didn't feel like it. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that like, my energy was just really low. So, I don't want to drag that on anybody else. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do something. It affects my intuitive ability. Does that make sense? I mean, it affects all of us, you know. You're having a low energy day, you're not as motivated. But it was one of those like, I needed to chill. And believe it or not, these actually they don't take a lot out of me, but they take some physical, mental, and spiritual effort. I've heard people say this and I didn't really ever understand it until I started going live. But, you know, whoever's on here, I don't even have to look up to see that somebody new logged in. Like, I feel you when you come. So sometimes we come with different energy, and my goal is to neutralize whatever that is, and whether it's, you know, to make sure that we're transmuting love, but it requires effort, and it can be a little draining on this side as well. So it's a two-way street. Y'all know how it is. There are some people that you work with, and like, you're like, man, I feel really rejuvenated after I hang out with that person. There might be other people you hang out with and you're like, that was a lot of fun, but I need a nap. You know, and I'm not saying that anyone here is draining my energy. Please don't think that at all. Just understanding that when there's more than one person, meaning more than me, that there's different energies coming together, and it's can be some effort to make them cohesive. And I notice that the more and more I become sensitive to myself and who I am. So we got the housekeeping out of the way. Let's go ahead and dive into this week's reading. And again, this is not some alternative to anything that you may already be doing. This is really just, we're asking God for some guidance and direction, and we're using the cards as divination to help guide us. And again, for those who are new, I don't do tarot. I'm not opposed to people who do tarot. I just don't do tarot. I stick with oracle readings. They're comfortable for me. It's where I find it best to help to divinate information. Does that make sense? And in addition to that, I don't read negative aspects, because most of us are living self-fulfilling prophecies. So when somebody gets a negative card, a lot of times they'll go looking for, like, if a card says, be careful on Tuesday, you may encounter a car accident. You know, people will go looking for the car accident on Tuesday and then manifest it. Where in reality, it was like, hey, be smart on Tuesday. Leave ahead of time, drive slowly, take plenty of time, maybe take a new route. You know, so I like to use the cards more as guidance, not as this is not a way of life. Y'all know the deal. We got to social it up. Now this new sage, this is burning beautifully. That's awesome. All right. Where are we starting today? With our angel. We're going to do a 7-card reading. And you know what? I'm not sure which cards we're going to use first. Thank you to our gods. Thank you, God. Thank you to our goddesses, our angels, our fairies, our guides for guiding us and giving us knowledge and wisdom and helping us to move with the natural energy on this earth. And we ask that you continue to guide and give us clear and concise readings. Help us to understand what they are. We know that they're broad readings, but help everyone who watches to apply to their personal life. We thank you for all the guidance and direction and ask that you continue to be with us and give us the lesson and the understanding that we need going into this week ahead. Thank you. In all these things we pray, amen. All right, so I guess my eye keeps coming back to our goddess cards here. We're going to do, because this is the goddess realm, let's go ahead and do a 7-card spread. Good morning, Christy. All right, thank you, goddesses. What does the goddess group need today? What does the goddess group need today? And again, guys, I'm sorry I'm having technology issues. So normally on Sunday when I do the longer reading, I like to list what card is for what, and I can't get that to come through today. But I've got some new stuff that I'm working on for this week, so hopefully the videos will start to look a little cooler. What does the goddess realm need for this week? Shuffle. What does the goddess realm need for this week? We're going to grab 7 cards. What does the goddess realm need for this week? Okay, I just heard cut the deck. Right there is where we're going to cut it. All right, guys. I'm going to flip this around and let's see what we got going. Woo! Sorry. I'm trying to be better with my transitions, but... All right, and my tripod is officially kaput. So I will be purchasing a new one, I guess, today. All right, hopefully you'll... Ah! Sorry, guys. I'm going to try and do this as best as possible. As least bootleg as possible. Good morning, Nicole. All right, come on, tripod, work with me. And again, I'm sorry, my dog. All right, so we're doing 7 cards today. And y'all, go ahead and comment. I'm going to swipe the comments off so I can see what I'm doing here. Hold on, I'm tripping. That is not our 7th card. There we go. I apologize. I had to flip it around. Wow. Already, I'm barely looking at these. Okay, so just as a reminder, and again, I'm sorry, I don't have my graphics on today. Your first card, and I'll go back through these, but this is going to represent you or your strength. Your second card represents your life. Your third card represents something that supports your happiness. Your fourth card is going to be an obstacle or something you need to overcome. Your fifth card is going to be a message from your angels. Your sixth is a message from your guides. And your 7th is a message from your heart. So already I'm seeing some really awesomeness. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to move this tripod here and try and balance it between my legs. Because it doesn't want to cooperate today. It's all right. We're going to work with it just the same. Okay, so again, our first card represents you or your strength. We have Bast. I love this card. Independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. This again represents you or your life. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. One of the words that comes to mind is lion tamer. But Bast is independent. This represents your life. Ha ha ha. I always have to say it slow. Abundantina. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Now, one of the cool things about this, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, is that everything that we've been telling us is that we're moving into our life purpose, right? That we're transitioning, we're moving into our life's purpose. And now again, we're being directed and told, the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Now, I'm going to say this with love, but what I know for a fact is one of you just got 2 cards saying this same thing to you on Friday. The biggest thing about this, and look at this, it's a big cornucopia of gold from heaven, is that this, do I say this now or later? We'll say it now. This means moving into moving into your ultimate self, your higher self. When you move into what you're supposed to be doing, when you tune into yourself, know that the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And that comes in many forms. Many, many forms. Okay, so for our third card, we have Arakura, and we got this card earlier this week. Now, this is something that supports your happiness. Blooming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. Look at that beautiful card. And again, she's blooming, just starting to bloom from this beautiful flower. And what I call like the cosmic garden. And really, it's almost like it's nighttime. Think of like a seed or a sprout that's being planted. Even though it's buried in the earth, it blooms up out of the earth into the light. And along with that comes the abundance. Something that supports your happiness, blooming. So again, what I get from this just right off top, and we'll tie it all together here in a second, but what I get from this is right off top is, if you're looking for something to make you happy, it's within you. You're blossoming into it. You have an opportunity to blossom into it. What you choose at the end of the day is up to you. Now for our fourth card, interestingly enough, this is again a card that represents something you need to overcome or an obstacle. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So one of the things that you want, that I'll say about this right now, is notice who your energy increases and decreases around. Notice who and what your energy increases and decreases around. I was just talking to my husband a few minutes ago about a person in my life who is I would consider a very close friend and who I do quite a bit of business with. But I'm seeing some aspects to where, as beneficial as this person is to me and I am to this person, I have to maintain my energetic boundaries. I can still do business with them, but I can't pour my energy or my soul into them because I start to lose myself. Okay? I just heard that's all you need to say about that. In other words, shut up, Sharita. All right, now this is your fifth card. This is a message from your angels. Athena. I feel like we got this just last Sunday. So in the same position, I swear to you, we had this in the same position last Sunday. I'm pretty sure. Athena, message from your angels, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Oh, wow. This is just awesome. Yeah, because we're going to come back to this. And again, two things in particular. I always love, you guys know I always talk about the wise old owl. But one of the things that I really noticed lately is this body of water pouring from above. So you have a wealth of knowledge that runs through you. But you got to trust your wisdom. And really, before you can trust it, you have to make sure that you're opened up to it so that you can even hear it. And trust yourself. Trust your inner wisdom. Take appropriate action without delay. I want to come back to that and talk about action. I'll come back to that in a little bit. All right. So your sixth card. I feel like we got this in the last few weeks too. Your sixth card represents a message from your guides. Sulis, bodies of water. Spend some time near water, such as a lake, river, ocean, to recharge your batteries. Now, something you can do if you're not near a lake, a river, or an ocean, It's Sunday, it's Sunday morning. We got stuff to do to get ready for the week. Take a bath. Remember our new moon video where we talked about cleansing baths? Take a salt bath. Light your candles. Put your crystals up on the ledge. Do whatever you need to do. This is a message from your guides. Spend some time near water, such as a lake, river, ocean, to recharge your batteries. And again, the thing that stands out to me with this is look at this card here. And again, we just talked about the river, the wealth of knowledge flowing through you. If you're not feeling rejuvenated, the other thing that I take from this is freaking social it up and hit like. The spending time near water, the thing about, oh gosh, I don't want to go too much into that, but water affects a lot of brain function activity. It affects, water scientifically is considered consciousness. So we'll come back to that in a hot second. Mawu, Mother Earth, this is a card from your heart. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. One of the biggest messages I've been getting personally in relation to environmentalism, I think I went on a small tangent earlier this week on this, earlier last week rather, is using the earth to heal. So this isn't just about, shutting off the water when you brush your teeth and cleaning off the baby ducks with the oil spill or the seagulls. This is also about getting out in nature. Remember how we keep getting cards telling us to get out in nature, get out in nature, get out in nature. This is about using the earth's energy to heal yourself and using your energy to heal the earth. It's a two-way street. Okay, so I want to take a bigger look at all of these in particular. And actually, before I do that, guys, I'm going to try and set this down so that it doesn't fall. We are actually going to grab there. Hopefully you can see those. Thank you, dear fairies. What do you have for us today? Do you have any last messages any actions for the goddess realm? Do you have anything for us today? What do you have for the goddess realm for this week? What do you have for the goddess realm for this week? Cut the deck. Really, I want 2 cards. And we're going to do 1 more card. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Do you have any clarifying information for the week? Thank you, Archangel Michael. What do you have for us for the week? Okay. So let's go ahead and peek at look at that, guys. That's funny. Flower power. Ooh. Spend some time with flowers. Sorry, let me try to get it to zoom here. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. And again, let's look at what she's placing on this. We're coming back to water. I think water is going to be a central theme for this week. Spending time with flowers and flower essences to increase your healing power. We're going to come back to that in a hot second. All right. The second card we got, and I think we got this last Sunday too, maybe? Not too long ago. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger and resentment, you will find your inner wisdom, your inner wishes come true. You will find that your wishes come true. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes come true. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to come back to that in a hot second. I want to, oh my God. Okay. I'm like, what is this? Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So let's just take a step back here. Bear with me. I'm going to peek through the comments real quick. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anybody saying anything. All right, cool. So we've got quite a spread here. Remember, Bast is your life, your strength, or your life, your strength. And Bast is saying you're independent. Your independence is the foundation for your strength and your success. Abundantina is telling us the prosperity. This is, again, our life card. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you, so be open to receiving. So as this abundance pours out, this divine abundance, this abundance from heaven pours out, Arakura is telling us that we're blossoming. You're just getting started. Have patience with yourself in the process. Don't give up. So the biggest thing that I'm getting from this so far is this is about returning to self. This is about standing up for who you are and being true to you. Your strength, your independence is your strength. Your identity isn't tied to a job. It isn't tied to another person. It isn't tied to a role. It's you. Who are you? And the more you tune into you, the more the universe pours its abundance out to you. And this is a long flowing chain of abundance. This isn't a little cup that's being poured. This is a continuous heavenly divine change of a pouring of abundance, pouring out of abundance. But you're at the beginning, so be patient with yourself. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. You're just blooming. And again, like I said, it looks like she's blooming in this cosmic garden, in this divine heaven. She's also, the one thing that I noticed in particular in this card is she's by herself. That's the only flower in this area that looks like that. They're not showing a bunch of white flowers around with a bunch of bloomings. Your independence, your strength is you. And you're blooming. Be patient with yourself. And what you're blooming into might not look like what you're accustomed to. And again, something you need to overcome is maintaining your boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your life and energy, on your time and energy. Say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So really paying attention this week to who and what. This isn't just people, but also what situations, what places bring your energy down. Okay? Athena is then telling us inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And Athena, this is from your angels. Your angels are telling you, you know what to do. As you step into your strength and who you are, the prosperity will start to flow. You're going to see yourself blossom. And in doing so, follow your inner wisdom. And you have a wealth of inner wisdom that is flowing through you. A wealth that is flowing through you. It's a matter of tapping into that, paying attention to who you are. And when you tap into that, this wealth will continue to flow. It'll get bigger and bigger. Bodies of water. This is a message from your guides. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. And again, I think the biggest thing for this, because not for everyone, going to the lake, river, or ocean isn't really practical. And if it is practical, it might not be feasible this week or right now. But the biggest thing is taking water in your body. How many times have we talked about speaking to your water? I've posted articles about the importance of speaking to your water. I've posted scientific videos that show how putting your thought and intention or your prayers over your water literally changes the structure of your water. If you're having trouble over here, finding my independent self, if the prosperity isn't flowing, you need to talk to your water. You need to make sure you're taking in enough water. Because that's a mind, body, spirit thing. We know even just from a very physical standpoint how much water affects every single cell in your body. But also from a very spiritual standpoint, water is extremely symbolic. Water carries energy. If you've never felt that, notice how you feel when you stand by the ocean or when you stand by a pool. The water feels totally different. Notice how you feel. The best place I used to love to go, especially when I was in Des Moines, is out to the spillway. When you're on the backside of the spillway, you can feel the electricity in the air. This is why people use water to create electricity. So if you're having trouble tuning in and finding yourself, if you feel like things just aren't flowing, you need to connect with water, whether that be internally and or externally. Okay? Because again, everything's flowing through you, but it's a matter of opening up these channels. And the thing about that in the physical realm is taking in all that water, drinking excess water, helps to not only clear out the physical shit, and I mean that, like the poop, opens up the pipes, but it also opens up the mental, the brain waves, and the spiritual waves as well. Water, getting in touch with water. And again, Mawu, Mother Earth, you're called upon to help with some environmentalism. And I'm going to get a little bit of clarity on that really fast. Okay, so a couple of ways you can take this is your life's purpose involves environmentalism. Use earth-friendly products. It means recycle, maybe get involved with environmental group or teach others about environmentalism. So Mawu, she's a West African moon goddess who's believed to have created all life with her husband, the sun god. Mawu helps those who call upon her to learn how to live in harmony with nature and to respect its resources. She ensures that our needs are abundantly supplied without causing harm to the planet. Now, this is kind of interesting, because we've been talking about water. We're talking about how the abundance, right? But really just think about that. Call on Mawu to connect. And the thing that's calling to me is it's not just about connecting to the planet, because you are a part of Earth. Your body is so interrelated with the Earth, it's not even funny. Like, that's just pure science. You can't deny that. This is why the more we eat natural things, the healthier we get versus eating things made in a lab, right? Because your body needs what the Earth has. So the more and more you connect, take in what you need, whether it be water, whether it be natural foods and fruits and vegetables, the more you're going to feel the abundance flow. But maintain your boundaries. Stay true to self. So call on Mawu, Call on Mawu to help you connect to yourself. Getting in nature. And then what do we get? Flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So again, a lot of this, I believe, is about getting out in nature, but getting in touch with to increase your personal healing power. I mean, I don't really know how else. And especially when you look at this, what is she doing? She's not planting the flowers. She's watering. She's nourishing the flowers. You are the flower. You are the flower. In addition to that, bringing beautiful things, whether it be into your physical space, buying yourself a $3.99 bouquet of flowers and bringing them home. But beautifying your physical space also beautifies your internal space. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. A lot of this for me comes back to here. As you begin to clear out the old channels, as you begin to clear out the blockages, your wishes come true because they're already telling you. Prosperity is flowing to you. You're just now blooming. Be patient, right? Nourish yourself. And she's nourishing with water. Bodies of water. The inner wisdom flows through you. And then finally, we get this card from Archangel Michael, Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So this is kind of cool. The biggest thing I take from this is as your innate your innate ability. So number one, this is an ability that you've always had, that you will always have. But as you tap into yourself, right? Everything begins to flow. And the key word here is flow. As you tap into yourself, your new beginning, your prosperity is flowing. As you maintain your boundaries and you tap into your inner wisdom and keep the channels flowing and keep yourself recharged, you're going to find that your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. As you realize how much control you have over your life, you begin to feel more accomplished. You begin to become more at peace and attuned with your life. Does that make sense, y'all? Do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. I'm sorry, the screen's bouncing around. I'm just checking to make sure I didn't miss any comments. So to me, that's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Okay, so we're going to do one more card. Thank you to our angels. Do you have one last thing to wrap up for us? Do you have any wrap up for us? Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. One last. Ooh, hello. This literally, wow. We just got this. And again, I'm sorry, my husband's not home. And of course, somebody just walked there. Come here. He's like, nah, let me hush. I don't want to go there. Yeah, I just heard him jump on the couch. Passion. And again, this is like one of my favorite cards. Passion, Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. And again, remember, this love life isn't just about your physical mate. It's about your love life with yourself. Falling in love with your life. And again, you guys know I love this card because there's so many different colors and textures, and she's just uniquely herself. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Didn't Athena just tell us to follow our inner wisdom? So when you tune into your love life, when you tune into yourself, because if the question is, what is my passion? Tune into yourself. How come, you ever notice there are some people in life who just seem to always have their shit together? At least, it appears that way. Or there's some people in life who are like, I really want a new job. And then the next month you talk to them, they're like, hey, I got a new job. Or I really want a new place to live. I really want this. Like, they just seem to always be at the right place at the right time. It's about tuning into yourself, getting on that frequency, because once you tune into yourself and you find your heart's desire, you find your passion, then the universe just pours out wealth. And I think a lot of us even, are finding our heart's passion and knowing to be patient, that we're just blooming. Pay attention to the synchronicities in life. Maintain our boundaries. Listen to our inner wisdom. Reconnecting with earth. Using water as our benefit. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. A lot of physical sickness can be cured. Disease, aka dis-ease within the body. Nourishing our passion. Increase your personal healing power. Nourish yourself. And of course, what does she have? Water. Who do you need to forgive? What pipes do you need to clear out? What blockages do you need to release? Maybe this is about forgiving yourself. This isn't always about forgiving other people. There might be something within you that you need to forgive. A decision, an action, a thought, whatever. Because doing that will allow you to tune back into who you are. And as you do these things, notice the satisfaction. Because there's things, as these things come about naturally, you're going to find, wow, that is a deep sense of accomplishment. your innate ability to build and create, meaning your God-given ability to build and create. And then reassurance from Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. In this love life, I just get the sense for most everybody, this is not about another person. This is about your love with yourself, falling in love with yourself. All right, goddesses. I think that about wraps us up for the day. What do you guys think? I'm so excited. I appreciate y'all being here today. This is so freaking awesome because it gives me a lot of understanding and clarity and what have you. So I hope that it does for you too. And I think that some of you know innately that this is for you. And again, the thing that I want to stress the most is just, we've got the natural energy of the earth. Let's work with it. Now's the time. This is a new cycle. Let's not go into a new cycle with old ish. All right, goddesses. I love y'all lots. I hope that you have an amazing day. I am working, I'm here at my computer. Okay. So I am going to work on getting the technology straight for tomorrow. Also, I might need to go and work with Hubs on a project tomorrow. So if I do, this will be early in the morning, but I will know later today and I'll put out a video letting you know what time tomorrow. I love y'all lots. I wish you an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And even if you didn't catch it live, this still applies. Comment, post questions, send me a message with anything personal. You know the deal. Love you lots, ladies. Have an amazing day. Take care. Bye.